Chances are you've heard of the one chip challenge. Maker Paqui has now pulled the product from store shelves after a teen died after trying the challenge. The family now blames the company for the death.
The challenge has become popular on social media with videos of people eating the chip and then getting sick or even hospitalized.
That's right, and there have been many hazardous trends before this one. So who is responsible and what should be done? I spoke to an attorney to find out. Joining me now is Lin McCraw. He is the CEO and managing partner of McCrawLawGroup. It's good to have you, Lin. Now, there are all these reports that kids got physically sick from this one chip challenge, and a family in Massachusetts even claims that their son died from it. So now it sounds really dangerous. The packaging does have a warning label on it, though, that says it's just for adults, among other things. Now, would that free them from any liability?
No, to the contrary. The only thing that's going to do is show that they knew how dangerous this particular substance was or potentially was. It's much like selling cigarettes to kids by using cartoon characters, right? I understand that in this particular situation that the company was behind the whole challenge, the one chip challenge. So in that way, what they've done is created an incentive, particularly for young people who aren't going to know necessarily how dangerous this particular substance may or may not be. A lot, at least I understand on that particular case in Massachusetts, is going to depend upon the autopsy. But if the autopsy comes back and it's poisoned from these particular types of peppers, I suspect this company is going to have a real problem on their hands.
When you say real problem, what would they be looking at?
Well, to begin with, probably a products liability action. You can sue under products liability if an injury is caused by a product and that product is unreasonably dangerous for its intended use. That's one theory. Another theory would be that it was marketed improperly. So you could have a dangerous product that otherwise might not be liable in products. But if you market it improperly, you market it the way it shouldn't be marketed, and as a result, people are hurt, they may be able to maintain an action. We see that happening, for instance, with the drug companies, with OxyContin, the way it was marketed. That's a big issue right now on products liability. I suspect this company could have a similar issue if they can link the causation here of the death and of the injuries to this particular product.
Right now, when it comes to marketing, there is another factor that comes into play, which is social media. Now, what role do you see them play in this? Should they be held responsible as well?
Well, that's an emerging area of law right now. There are right now cases in which social media companies, they're trying to drag them to court and say, look, you are part of the process of getting this dangerous product, in this case, from point A to point B, in which it hurts people, and therefore you should be held responsible. I think that's a little less clear as to whether or not that's going to be successful. But I do suspect that the companies that are doing this, and it's particularly if they're doing things like sponsoring these challenges, they're call to actions for young people that they know should not be taking these particular products. They have a very, very big problem. I would not say that the social media companies are going to be off the hook. Again, it's a developing area of law. I can't tell you which way it's going to go on that.
Now, bottom line here, who do you think will be or should be held responsible for these challenges that go wrong?
If they're able to link the death and injuries to this particular product, the manufacturer of the product is going to be held responsible. That's what I suspect will happen.
All right. Thank you so much, Lin McCraw. I really appreciate your insights on this.
Thank you, ma'am.